Welcome to the Bad Movie Night podcast, covering the worst movies you've never seen. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night podcast.
Everybody, welcome back to the Bad Movie Night podcast. My name is Chris, and it is a late night here at Bad Movie Night. And during the late nights, we crave one thing on this show.
9:14.
Aaron, it's late. I'm old, but I'm not as old as this man, and that is, of course, Mr. Breen. And tonight, we're getting back into Mr. Breen in all the ways possible, possibly through some showers. We'll see. Watching the 2013 film Fateful Findings.
Act now, on your own, outside of the corporate systems and these incompetent politicians.
You want to get out of here, but you can't see what's about to happen.
So much going on.
If you watched that trailer and you understood what was going on, then you're... wait.
Was that the official?
If you watch that trailer and you didn't understand what's going on, then you're with the rest of us who've watched the entire film. This is Fateful Findings, not the first Breen movie, and certainly not the first Breen movie we've covered on the podcast.
No.
As we did last year, we did Breen Prol, if you will recall.
I missed the Breen.
Spiv missed the Breen. Spiv is dressed as if he's about to deliver us some sort of slam poetry. Oh, it's a Megadeth shirt. Okay. I thought it was a turtleneck.
It did look like a turtleneck for a second.
Spiv was turtlenecking there for a second, and I thought we were going to get something interesting. But we have a lot going on tonight. Lots of things are happening. Aaron sent me some weird video. We're going to dive into that. You let me know, Aaron, is a good time to play that. We have a bunch of...
Play that whenever you want, Chris.
AI stuff. Well, then
maybe play it when you play your AI stuff.
All right.
It's adjacent. I mean, part of it's AI, so...
Okay, well, we'll get into it when we get into it. AJ said he'd be on the show tonight, and of course, I don't see him. Does anyone see him?
I don't think he said he'd be on the show. I thought he said he wouldn't be on the show.
What? No,
Yeah.
he didn't. No, he said he would be on. Didn't he say he'd be on?
No, I think he said he couldn't make it this
I don't know that he said anything.
I don't think he said anything.
Okay, what
he
are we
made no
collectively-
promises.
Oh, see, I can't keep up with
Yeah.
you fucking people in Slack changing your goddamn names and shit. Who's At Least I Show Up? Is that you, Aaron?
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
me.
that was AJ for a second. God damn it. Every 5 minutes I turn around, you guys change your names, and they're always weird and perverted usually.
Usually.
Not always. Mostly, but not always.
But we're not here to talk. Well, we kind of are here to talk about weird and perverted things. And that is, of course, with the Fateful Findings. Lindsay,
Yes.
will you tell me what Fateful Findings is about?
Oh, this is a tough one, man.
Good luck.
I tried my best. Okay. For Neil Breen's third film, we uncover the seedy underbelly of the suburbs and Neil Breen himself.
I don't want these pills.
When a mysterious hit and run leads
Look at my
Breen
butthole.
with a headache and a new
right
passion for uncovering worldwide corruption and girls with big titties.
You're
There's
corrupt.
lost loves, addiction,
They're all corrupt.
press conferences, fart ghosts, murder, family drama, and of course, lots and lots of laptops.
Time travel, baby?
It's a magical day. It's a magical time in Neil Breen's Fateful Findings.
I like mushrooms.
Nicely done.
That was actually more coherent than anything in this film.
I feel like I understand the movie now, kind of. I mean, that's total, nonsense, but
Total
somehow it
nonsense.
makes sense.
You know what's bizarre? Well, somebody posted that the Neil Breen collection is on the Internet Archive.
Yeah, I
So
watched it.
I started the movie, and then I had to walk away because I was microwaving or something. You can't leave the microwave unattended. And I came back and I was like, oh, I need to rewind. And I hit a button.
You can't leave Neil Breen unattended.
Yeah.
There you go.
And it started playing a movie. And I was like, I feel like I've seen this movie before. Is this really... No, it turns out I watched like 15 minutes of the other one, Double Down, or one of the one we already watched. The one where he's eating tuna in the desert and shit. I was like, is this like a sequel?
Yeah.
But the fucking
More
Internet Archive
tuna.
player thing like said it was still on Fateful Findings, so it was just fucking me over. So,
It'd be hard to tell. It would be hard to tell.
well, once he got in that shower, I could tell pretty easily. Let me tell you what, Lindsay, we'll get into it.
I never want to see Neil Breen's pelvis again.
Dude, when he was floating in the pool and his ball sacks were floating up to the top in that one movie, that's what I crave, but not quite in
You
this.
get old. It just happens.
But but there's a lot of but. We'll get into it. Let's just Aaron, do you want to do a history? Can we just skip that? You want to
Let's
just
skip the
bypass
history.
all
There's
history?
really nothing. We've talked about Neil Breen plenty of times before. There's really nothing new here.
You want to do a Breen hole? You got a Breen hole or anything?
No,
like
I don't
that?
want to do Breen hole. We've seen
Breen has
Breen's
enough
hole in
holes.
this movie.
We did.
Isn't part 3 of the trilogy coming out next year?
I did
Soon.
see
Trilogy.
he's working on it. Aaron, it's a fucking
It's corrupt.
It's a cinematic universe. Have a little respect
I
for
was
the man.
really looking for the tiger in the forest scenes.
Yeah, there were no animal
Damn.
encounters in this.
That's true.
I mean, him,
was the fart
him,
ghost,
him naked
There
in
was
the
a fart
shower is
ghost.
kind of animalistic, if you know what I'm saying. there's, there's only so much I can talk about with Neil Breen in the shower, but we'll see how far it takes us. No history hole, no Breen
there's
hole,
no
right
point,
to the
right.
good stuff. Now, here's the thing.
Get right up in
I
there,
was going to
please.
make a new bumper for the Patreon, but this week has been a nightmare with busy shit, and last week was as well. So I heard everybody complaining, I don't like the Trump thing, So we'll go back to the AJ thing for now. Here, enjoy that, and then hopefully we get a new bumper coming up soon. Here's AJ's thing. Everybody brace yourself.
I'm ready.
Patreon, 2 bucks a month. Patreon. Patreon. Patreon, 2 bucks a month. Patreon. Join us.
That was great. Thank you, AJ, wherever you are in the universe, but you're always number one in our hearts. We are here. Do we have any other Breens to watch?
Yes, there's one left. I am
did we
here.
miss?
Now.
No,
His
yeah.
second
We
film.
watched that one.
Okay.
All right.
No.
No,
Ready.
we watched something crossing.
Oh.
Next week.
Yeah.
Cade the Torture
Torture
Cross.
Torture Crossing.
No, there was a pass through. We watched pass through.
Pass-Through.
That one we watched. But no, we haven't
Yeah,
done
pass-
his
pass
second
script through a
film.
blender.
Loss.
The one between this one and Double Down.
We should watch, and we've already covered AJ and Mark and I, but we should watch it because I feel like Spiv would like it. What the hell is that movie called where it's just like a Neil Breen style thing? Like half the movie
The Room?
is in cardboard box rooms. Like they
Oh,
made an
God,
MRI machine.
Oh,
after last
yes,
season.
After last
season,
season.
Yeah, we should watch that because maybe Spiv will bring it all together.
like
in
that.
some way. Yeah,
I mean, I like the Breen.
It's
You like cardboard too, so
it's very bizarre.
rough.
I like cardboard.
yeah.
So
You're a cardboard enthusiast.
you like cardboard? You like living on the edge with that fucking plugs you have back there? That system. That's great, Aaron.
Spiv, make the face.
Plugs here.
Actually, it's not
Not quite, but you're getting
Not
close.
bad. Yeah, the beard.
I'm not
Well,
seeing another woman.
How does he do his eyebrows on the side? Like,
I think he shaves
Gotta
the ends or
practice.
Yeah.
something, so it's just
Yeah.
the front part.
Yeah, you
I
guys
don't
are
know.
weird.
They're
Did
just
he-
the
he
like
does-
inside.
Aaron, throw that back up again because he doesn't have much inside brow. Like he's only got
No.
a little, like this
it's
whole,
like right on the middle.
like all this, but it's like
He doesn't get the unibrow like you and I do.
no. I gotta
Quiet, I'm trying to work.
I plucked that, John. Anyways, Aaron, you are questionable about your love for Neil Breen, but what did you think of Fateful Findings?
How do you not like me?
Are you making love right now?
Oh yeah. To the Bills.
He threw those papers at least 18 times.
Oh my God, that was so amazing.
books.
We'll get to it.
There's some stuff in this
and
that
the
is
computers.
fucking funny and really good. And I really enjoyed. There's a lot of this. This is like one of the least cohesive ones that, like story wise.
The editing.
Oh,
It's
that's
not
saying
good.
something.
Editing's weird. I kept waiting for like the conspiracy stuff to kick in. He'd say it and then do some typing, but then nothing really in the plot happened there until the very end, really. I'm most annoyed by the beginning. We got him as a kid, supposedly. narrating the scene, but the cars behind him are all from like 2010.
Yeah.
So is he like from an alien from a different planet, and he's grown 60 years in the matter of a few years?
That's the other movies.
Hold on. Let's take a look at the scene.
I'm
in
here
question.
now.
Yeah.
Leah! Leah!
They're driving so slow. Slowly.
It's
away.
a
just so
suburban
slow.
neighborhood, Lindsay. You got to respect. There could be kids running around. You know what I mean? I hate it when people who have a driveway.
The worst waving. Who is a better actor, old Breen or young Breen?
Oh God.
Young Breen.
Young Bree's better. But wait,
Young Green is way better.
wait. I went for a walk in the cul-de-sac neighborhood, and the people that have a driveway but they have a basketball net, and they still put their basketball net in the road.
What?
That's fucking rude,
Is it a
right?
sloped driveway?
I don't care. You have a
Would the
driveway.
ball roll into the street?
It's good for the kids.
That's how you get rid of your kids.
How you get rid of your kids. The other thing about this scene is the music was very Titanic. My Heart Will Go On. Whatever that instrument is, that woodwind, I think it is, of some sort.
Flute.
Is it a flute?
A flute?
Yeah.
I think it's skin flute, Chris, what they call that.
Yeah. Lindsay,
Yes.
what did you think?
Well, I'd seen it before. This one, this kind of stands out a little bit amongst his other features because it's like a drama almost through a majority of it. Like a lot of the conspiracy stuff that he doesn't come in until midway or later in the movie. So, and there's just so much weird stuff that he tries to pack in here, like addiction and mental issues and
Where are my pills?
family
I don't want my
drama
pills.
and all this, and people getting murdered and making it look like a suicide and just very unhappy
love that car more than
relationships going on in this
He
movie.
totally killed himself.
Yeah.
We'll get to all
And,
that.
and some of the worst acting. Like, no one in this movie acts like an actual human being. Nobody
It's
does.
now my turn to be speaking. I am going to read my lines aloud.
I'm so sad. This is my sad face.
It's like children playing. Like it's like
That was so good, Rebecca.
You're going to be in the next Breen film with that kind of acting.
but it's mostly the dialogue and the way they're acting. It's like children playing. Like, I need to get my work done now, and then like I'm angry. My job sucks. I don't like anybody. Da, da. So, but that's why I like this one a lot because it's just it's so terrible. It's so terrible. And there's like, I have like 10 pages of notes. I like couldn't stop writing things down. Just fucking batshit
The
crazy.
laptop was dead. It was the
They're
screen
They
was
never
black.
turn on.
He's typing into
Well,
a
at one
laptop
point,
with the screen off.
the screen went backwards.
Because
he threw it.
Yeah.
He had all those when in Double Down. He had all those out in the desert. He was working on them. He had to reuse the props. They're like
A low budget, yeah.
they're like the droids in Star Wars. You know,
Did
they
this
got
come
to
out
show
before
up.
that movie? Or did this come after that movie?
This is his third one. Double Down was his first
Oh, okay.
one.
Oh,
So
so
this is
Tuna
after the
Can is the
Tuna
first
Can.
one. Mm-hmm. Okay. That
It's like
explains
he's
it.
like schizophrenic. Like, this is what it's like if you're actually like in real life schizophrenic. You think you're hacking the internet. You think the neighbor girl is desiring you.
Except for
Like-
he's playing with like a light bright, and the neighbor girl is like a dog.
You've definitely dabbled with some magic mushrooms at some point.
It could be the real thing. That could be the point of it all. Because I mean, he had massive head trauma, and then he stopped taking his medication. So maybe this is
I
all
don't
just
mean
internet.
just left the hospital.
Did we just solve this movie, Lindsay?
Maybe. I'm disappointed we didn't get the Phantom of the Opera
Dude.
part of it though, because he had the face going on. Sorry,
he
isn't
did.
Spiv? Did you give your review?
We didn't get to Rebecca yet,
Oh,
No.
but that's like,
Rebecca. Fuck. Okay, sorry.
I think we need to explore Lindsay's theory then, because I have some ideas. But Rebecca, what did you think?
Oh, I thought. So
I think she's on a delay from us or something, because that was too perfect, Rebecca. And you have no idea why.
yeah, I know.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I thought it was a lot of fun. I don't know what's happening.
You told us to drink before this episode, so we're all 3 sheets to the wind, and you're like,
but you're delayed. She's
There is a
delayed, so
delay.
she
Yeah,
doesn't
There's
hear.
no
yeah.
idea what you did. Okay, sorry.
Oh fuck.
I thought it was fun. Someone else go.
I mean, you can maybe try leaving and coming back, Rebecca.
Wait, did you make
maybe
Stefan watch it?
it'll fix your delay. But Spiv, what did you think?
This was not my favorite Breen.
Okay.
It had the Breenisms, but they weren't quite developed enough for me, and the editing made it really confusing what was going on. There was that scene with the mirror, and like, was there two of him?
we're
Was there
shaking-
like time travel going on? And he goes in
No,
the
that's just
desert,
the
but then he's
drugs,
back in the
the
bed,
mushrooms.
and it was confusing.
Did you say Breenism?
Breenisms.
Okay, because there's also that Breenasm in that one movie where.
We have a lot of Breen asses in this movie. The hospital gown opens up accidentally.
A little
does.
Breenus
Shower
action.
scene. Yeesh.
Rebecca, how you doing?
Am I better now?
It's hard to tell,
Yes.
but hopefully.
Okay.
You answered much quick.
Yes, that
much
actually
more
was
quickly.
much quicker.
It
yes.
was like a satellite delay on the news.
Yes. All right. So my thoughts are, I think this movie, I think the beauty of Neil Breen is that he's genuine, and I questioned it in his last newest movie where I felt like maybe he was more in on it, but this feels genuine. This is he has ideas for a theme for a movie, which is great. You want a theme. You want to explore something in art. You want people to feel something. But he has every day of the week. He's like, what if I added what if the theme was this? And then it's a million themes that never come together in any kind of story arc, narrative arc, right? So that's one part of his films. We're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about this. I have nothing. He has nothing really to say about it except for the most boomer takes on shit.
The corrupt politicians.
Yeah, it's
and the banks.
But couple that with his need to repeat things about 4 or 5 times too many times. So
I'm a writer.
he got hit by a Rolls Royce. It was him. I saw it. I'm a witness. It's like, yeah, we got that the first fucking but that extends itself to every aspect of his filmmaking in a way that when you watch it, you're like, I don't comprehend how someone like this thinks and acts, but it's highly entertaining for some reason.
It's like scrambled eggs for brains.
He's trying to say something.
Yes.
He's trying to say something.
Something, Lindsay.
But he's
But
too
what?
stupid.
But what is he
Fuck
saying?
is it?
What is he saying?
I don't know.
What with the
I'm
magic
afraid to
mushroom?
Same
know.
thing over and over. That's why.
Maybe it's a warning.
It kinda
We didn't
is.
listen.
I mean, he says the same thing about corrupt governments, and
Yeah, that's a common thread through
that's
all of his.
it's a common thing, and that's when I say his boomer takes, where it's just like, I hacked the internet and all the politicians are corrupt. I'm like, all right, sure, and your fix
when you
is
have 5 laptops,
he's got a lot of laptops.
he's kind of
and
an
papers.
expert.
He wants to kill people, I think.
Yeah.
He
Does
wants.
he?
In a lot of his movies, that's the theme. These people are corrupt, therefore they should die.
Do you think
Or
he's on a list
disappear.
They
somewhere?
usually kill themselves.
I mean,
though, right?
he should be. He comes out. He's like, you don't know who I am, but I'm gonna give a press conference about how I hacked all the government and I'm giving away all the secrets. Like, dude, you are a terrorist at that point.
Yeah.
No, you aren't you? And
Who shot the sniper?
He did with his brain power, green power.
he shot the
with the
sheriff.
magic
Aaron.
The fart ghost.
But I did not.
Was that the old lady?
I don't know, Spiv. There's an
a lot
element
of questions.
of fantasy
The
to this
therapist?
film.
Did his neighbor's daughter, was she really a daughter when she was 2 years younger than her parents?
I thought she was her sister, the lady's sister. Yeah, they look very similar. All right, we're all over the place.
So many
We're-
questions.
Let's
my
just
God.
go to the movie.
This is going to be tough to talk about.
No, it's not gonna be tough to talk about because the movie opens beautifully. Did you ever see the movie My Girl with Macaulay Culkin and that other lady?
Take out the bees, put in mushrooms.
No bees, but they find some magic mushrooms and shit gets crazy from there.
Well, the mushroom turns into a
Summer,
treasure
they always
chest.
remember. Let's play the
was a magical
sequence
day.
that opens the film.
Look, Leah, a mushroom.
What the fuck is going on?
There was a whale.
Ooh, it's Star Trek whales thing.
Star Trek 4.
It's almost like one of the ghosts that come out of the Ark of the Covenant.
Ooh.
You guys,
Really does.
It's a smoke monster from Lost.
Yes.
Oh god, this would actually fit in well as part of Lost Story because that makes no sense too.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
so as
Good
young
work.
kids, Neil Breen and his friend Leah have a summer together where they discover this magic mushroom which reveals some sort of, what was that thing?
It was
was
like
a-
a stone.
He says it's like a black
Stone.
cube.
Yeah.
Was it
Is that
black?
what he
though?
refers
I look
to
like a
it?
shell, like a conch shell or something to me. But the resolution's so bad, it's hard to
The
tell.
resolution was
Oh, it was in
awful.
like a bag, and there was a treasure chest in there, and then inside the treasure chest was this magic stone.
But then there's
Yeah.
also the other crystals on the ground next
her
to it. 'Cause
bracelet,
she takes
yeah.
those and makes
Put
the
some-
bracelet.
Yeah, and they put some in the box.
Right, because it's bad luck to take all the treasure. Obviously.
What the fuck are you people talking about?
It was very clear up until
Yeah, you didn't know that?
It was very clear up until 45 seconds into the film. All right, so that's how the movie
He had
opens.
some magic jelly beans and he put them in the cube. And then the Death Star came and there was a giant octopus. All right.
But
scene
then
two.
he's
You're
in the cube.
scene 2, he gets hit by the car.
Fart.
Yeah, the garbage bag room. That's inside the cube.
Yeah.
Inside the cube
That's
when
the
he's
garbage
naked,
bag
and then
room?
she joins him inside the cube.
Is that her?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, we need to
think
play
so.
this
I
scene.
thought it
I
was.
don't know. I don't know.
Because her hair's really long and it's like dark.
I don't have that scene.
It's the neighbor's daughter.
It's a neighbor.
It might have been.
Might be.
Like,
I
All
feel
right.
like he filmed a bunch of scenes and then cut them together.
yeah.
I feel
No,
like that's true.
Yeah.
no. I think
But
this
in the
movie
wrong
makes-
order.
I think this movie makes sense to him.
He saw Memento and said, I'm going to do that.
No, Memento at least makes some level of sense. This is. I don't know.
No,
what this
no.
All right, so then he gets hit by the car.
is. Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Right.
So,
Then they-
well, we
Because
cut to
we
the future.
jump
He's
ahead.
an adult now.
Yeah.
Present
His
day.
friend Leah, she moves away because they have to. Her dad,
Her
got a
dad
new
gets
job.
transferred.
Yeah.
And I didn't pull the scene,
Yeah.
but I liked it when they are running to the car and he says, or the wife goes, "We gotta hurry," and he goes, "Don't worry, it's not like the plane is going to leave without us." And it's,
Definitely
like,
will.
Private
Yep,
will.
it will.
but I thought
It
that was
won't
like
even know.
I thought that was like a peek into Neil Breen's mind of like, yeah, they're not gonna leave without me, right?
He's too
Like-
I paid for our ticket.
I have a ticket.
I drive a
This is my
Lexus.
ticket. I bought a ticket. But already,
He's allowed, I think
travel.
he's on the no-fly list. He has no idea.
He's a sovereign citizen.
Sovereign citizen, yeah, probably.
I can see that.
I'm not driving. I'm traveling.
So
Assholes.
Neil Breen, disconnected from his girlfriend from when he was a kid, Leah, gets hit by a Rolls Royce in the neighborhood, putting him into some sort of medical emergency.
A coma.
Severe head trauma.
If
The
I
doctors
fucking
look at him quite a lot.
woke up and they put like this shit all over my face like they did for him when he had absolutely nothing wrong with that part of his face, I would be so pissed.
Well, and he had gauze, and then he had the nose
The
cannulas,
cannula,
and then he had the mask on top of that.
See, that's the thing of Neil Breen. It's like he writes it, but then he's like, I gotta make sure they understand, and so he keeps adding this.
It's
like,
not clear. Let's add
such
more shit.
yeah,
And then he
so
was
much
hooked
shit.
up to a laptop that wasn't turned on, and that's what
No.
was keeping him alive.
Well, if you noticed, the hospital room was his office.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Was
it?
carpeted.
It had the same carpeted
It was
floor.
carpeted.
I did not pull the hospital. Oh man, I should have pulled that.
God.
But he wakes up, he comes home, and he takes a shower, and all
The
the,
power
blood,
of the cube.
all the blood comes out.
All of it.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Everywhere.
As you know, bloody showers are kind of a turn on.
he does mention that he left the hospital like by his choice. Like
AMA.
they didn't,
Yeah.
yeah, they didn't release him. He released himself. I do have the shower scene. If that's what we want to do with our lives, we
Roll that
Chris.
beautiful.
Oh, I gotta upload it.
Breen
footage.
Took me a moment, but I got that. Roll that beautiful Breen footage. That might be the best joke we've ever done on the podcast, guys.
Might be.
I did find a drinking game for this movie.
Oh, really?
Oh my god, we would be dead. What is the game?
Okay, so you take a drink every time they're up a feet. You take a drink every time a woman's not wearing a bra.
Yep.
You take a drink every time drunk Jim does.
Oh, God.
Whenever Dylan says he's very busy. Whenever there's a shot of Dylan naked in the black room.
Oh, God.
Whenever someone says government and corporate secrets. Every time a character throws something.
Oh, my God.
You would die just from the one scene alone where he's like...
There's so many feet after he gets hit by the car.
Whenever a line is repeated.
Oh, God.
And at every death.
Oh, no.
Shit.
Do you remember that last during Breen Pearl, AJ made up that bingo game and no one explained the rules and I had won, but I didn't know? You remember that? I thought you had to get all of them filled
Good
out.
allegory for a Breen film right there.
Boy.
Yeah.
And then AJ was like, he made us all shirts. Did anyone get their shirt?
No.
Rebecca, did you get
No,
your shirt yet?
I still have. I'm waiting.
You never got your shirt?
She's got her bingo Breen. All right, let's watch the shower scene. Let's just get everybody in the mood. Here we go.
Oh.
It's almost stage play like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You need to stand very close to me. It's for the film.
So the woman refuses to get naked. So she's like, I'm going to leave all these clothes on. He's like, well, I'm getting naked. He has the stupidest fucking face mask thing you've ever seen in your life. He's bleeding everywhere. Somehow he's like, this will work on her if I bleed everywhere in the shower. And somehow it kind of does.
It does.
But
She's into it.
She is addicted to
Maybe
pills,
she's
though.
a former goth girl
She
or
is.
something. She's I don't know.
Was she addicted to pills before he was in the hospital? Because they're his pills.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he said, I need my pills.
And
then
he's like,
3
I
seconds,
don't
he's
need
like,
these.
stop
you don't
taking
need
these.
those pills. And then she's like, shit. Out the toilet.
I need them.
Ugh.
So, Lindsay, you had
Toilet
sent
pills.
me an image.
Yeah, because she goes to get his pills out of the medicine cabinet, and it is the contents of this medicine cabinet are very interesting.
Oh, the bottle of pee?
What is that?
Hold on, let me pull.
I don't know.
I apologize because I didn't know you were talking just to me. I thought you were talking to the group in Slack. So
Well,
I just
sent
said
it to you so you could pull it so we
Yeah.
could talk about it on the podcast.
I just responded
Pull
with
it,
some
Chris.
smart ass response. I
I
felt
think
kinda
it's
bad after a
supposed to
while.
be
Don't.
perfume, maybe, but it just
That's
looks
a
like
lot of
a bottle
perfume.
of pee.
And there's sunscreen. What?
That's really
Talking about this
No.
red thing, right?
Wait,
Yeah.
are you saying the red part looks like pee or the part above it?
I thought it was blood.
It's fake blood. You think? Like
I
actually?
I don't know.
Oh.
Like I
Do you
get.
think those are all of his actual prescriptions?
They look like actual med.
man,
I mean, they
enhance.
look legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't enhance anymore. Although Lindsay,
they turned
why
all the labels
your
so you
resolution
can't read
on this picture is way better than the quality I had in the movie.
Yeah, where did you
What,
have to
and you
remember
know
on
what's
the film?
funny? This is me taking a picture of my screen as the movie was.
Dude, it might,
playing.
your camera must have AI enhanced or something and
Yeah,
upscaled
seriously. Enhance.
because that
We
internet
can call
archive ripped
CVS
the
and
film.
refill his prescriptions for him off of that.
Seriously. So, all right, we learn a little bit about the neighbor couple.
Mm-hmm.
They are having relationship issues.
They're in
A
trouble.
lot. They haven't had sex in months. He's an alcoholic, and she's very busy at work.
And
Yeah.
the
Let's-
daughter keeps
I'm
hitting
so
on the
at the
neighbor.
bank.
Busy.
Let's check it out.
We don't have sex anymore. Do you realize that?
Where did that come from?
It has been months. What's happened?
Where did that come from?
You're my wife. I want to share that with you. I love you.
I'm very busy. My back is killing me. My office at the bank is having major problems.
That's how people talk.
My office at the bank
feels like something my wife
Dude,
and I would
this
talk
is
about.
just this. That's like Neil Breen's voice shining
very
through
busy.
so hard through these actors, though.
Mm-hmm.
That guy gave me strong
love
AJ
you.
vibes.
I
You
wanna
guys get
share
AJ
that
vibes?
with you.
What do we think? AJ vibes? Yes or no? Yes? No? AJ
The
vibes?
alcoholic guy?
Yeah.
Nah, AJ's not an alcoholic.
No, AJ's the woman.
He's like, my
His
back
back
hurts.
is killing me.
I'm working hard at the
Office
bank.
is
My
very
back
busy.
hurts.
I can't make the podcast, guys.
All of his actors act the same way. Do you think they come in like ready to act and he's like, no, talk like
I
me.
think they're all just this fucking horrible. The
that
best
bad?
actor in the entire movie was the closet
The
psychologist.
psychiatrist. Yeah.
I mean,
old lady.
Yeah,
Is my
she did a great
therapy still
job.
helping? Oh, the woman.
Yeah. No, she
thought the
she
guy
actually
wasn't
was
too
like an
bad.
actual character and delivered
Yeah.
lines like an
Yeah,
actual
that's good.
person.
but isn't that the great thing of how he's able to somehow like infect everyone else?
John.
You know what I mean, though? Like
Yeah.
like,
He's a virus.
would this be weird if it cut to a scene and I had like legit actors feeling like real people?
I don't know. I don't know if he's telling them to say the lines this way for a specific reason. Like he's trying to make a point about human interaction or relationships or something. So he's having them talk that way. But I don't know if I can give him that much credit. I don't know.
Well,
He's not really human, so to him, this seems like a
sounds
human interaction.
no,
Right.
but if he was like, I could see him saying those lines. Like
Yeah.
that's just how he writes it, and then he probably tells them
Probably.
to say it or something like
Could
that.
be because like when Neil Breen and his wife invite the other couple over and their daughter for dinner,
It's the worst.
what are they eating? There's bread on a
Well-
plate, like sandwich bread on a plate, and that's it.
They say it's not done yet at one point. They're like, it'll be coming. And
It's
the one
so
person's like,
bizarre.
I can't wait for the dinner.
Okay.
They're just drinking all the wine.
I watched the M. Night Shyamalan
And
movie.
he's
well, I watched-
drinking beer like he's never held a beer bottle in his life.
That was an
before.
empty
Yeah.
beer bottle, yeah.
I watched an hour of the M. Night Shyamalan movie Trap. Has anyone seen this?
No.
But I got
that one?
like not from the plot. Like the plot is cohesive, but I got Neil Breen vibes from the dialogue
Really?
because I know M. Night. You know,
Yeah,
having worked with him before. No, but I know he forces the actors to
His
say the
friends
lines
call
What?
the way they're written.
No.
Well, but that one, the main character in that is a psychopath. So his
Yeah.
crazy delivery fits his character very well.
Yeah.
But in this, they're just, I guess he hires psychopaths. I don't know.
I think it's just a matter of him
think it's
forcing
just
people to
direct-
say
I
things
am a
the way he
human
writes
being.
them.
No, don't say it that way. Say it the way I say it.
Yeah, maybe. That's the vibe I get.
You very well could be. He doesn't want people doing any kind of improv or any. Don't
No
make it your own.
feelings.
Only do it. No feelings. Like,
But I
me.
feel like that's
I'm dead
a
inside.
good thing because if it cut to like actors just acting normal,
It wouldn't
it would feel
have
it
that.
wouldn't work.
It wouldn't have that
Yeah,
special
thing,
thing
yeah.
that this movie has. And you know what that thing is? It's this. It's it.
It just works so
Does
well.
Neil Breen think that that's how sex is?
It's not.
I've been doing it wrong the whole time.
It's called foreplay,
You
guys.
just throw stuff in the air.
Oh,
Ripped
I wish they would have
shirts.
added more to that, though. More scenes cutting back to him knocking stuff off the table. That would have been amazing.
I don't think he thinks it's a joke.
No.
No, no.
Really? He thinks that's
No.
like sexy?
Well,
I
because he
think
does it with the grown-up childhood friend lady too. He just that's his foreplay.
You got to clear space.
Paper cuts and everything.
Is that the first scene where we get to the pan to the clothes falling down on the floor? Because
Yes.
that happens like
Yeah.
10 times in this movie, too.
He likes the feet.
Yep.
What is his job?
He's
He's
an
a
author.
writer.
He's an author.
He wrote
made a
one
lot of money
novel,
on one book, and
he likes to read it all the time while he's supposed to be writing another one. And he has many copies.
But he has a damn master's degree in computer science. I want to be an author.
Computer science.
Computer science.
And I end up an author.
There is an element of the John DeHart.
Be quiet, I need to work.
Angle in this film where he needs to feel like he's desired and a badass kind of thing.
Yeah. Because, like, he's awesome and so smart, and he's so irresistible. Even the neighbor's teenage daughter wants him, all that kind of stuff, you know.
He just shows up
He's
to take
just
a
irresistible.
One thing that I did...
And looks straight at the camera.
Do this. You need to go. You can't do this.
I like his face, though, when he does that. Drops her towel, and he goes...
Ooh.
Hubba hubba.
Hey.
There was a moment like where he meets,
I'm right here.
He meets his childhood friend now as an adult at a pool party in his backyard.
Oh, God.
Who invited her? Who the fucking invited her?
Well, she was his doctor-ish.
She wasn't.
came
She's
in-
like,
She
this
wasn't.
isn't even my patient.
This isn't my patient, but I'll keep an eye on him.
How do you
Oh
write?
my-
How do you even write this? I don't.
It's so fucking insane.
And she still has the notebook that says it's a wonderful day.
carries it in her front pocket everywhere.
A magical
goes.
day.
Oh, boy. It's true love, guys. It's true love.
I feel like you have to take mushrooms and watch this. I think that's the only way it makes any sense.
I don't know if the man... He's definitely not like... He's not dumb. Like, he's an architect and stuff. Like, I couldn't be an architect. I think that takes a level of...
He's an architect.
No, he definitely isn't
Still
really.
doesn't buy it. He
I don't
still
believe it
doesn't buy it.
I think he is. Like,
He built a gingerbread
Dude,
house in
he-
like 6th
that
grade.
Ferrari,
man.
I'm pretty
an
sure
architect.
he owns that Ferrari.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
he
he does.
self-funds like all of his movies and everything.
I thought he does real estate or something. He's an architect.
Yeah.
I thought he was an
I
architect.
thought
He's an
he made his money
architect.
with real estate.
Look, I'm just saying. I think
Yeah,
there's like
something.
Well, the drinking game at the bottom had his business card for real estate. And it said whoever gets drunkest has to call him. And then apparently the phone
God.
number actually worked.
Oh no,
That's amazing.
You never gave me a retainer. I never asked for one. I am not obliged to sign any contract with you. I don't owe you any book. No book. That first book made a fortune for you.
he just abuses those laptops.
Those laptops.
They are
He's
never
still-
turned on.
You have
the tuna in the desert.
You have
That's
the
what
scene
the-
where he passes out and spills coffee, and
I
like,
don't.
expects to come back to life for one sip. And he just can't do it.
He tries. He really tries.
He tries so. He's so thirsty. He's so thirsty.
So
Oh, boy.
Ruined
the-
another computer.
the neighbors.
Yeah.
We cut back
Neighbors,
to
they
them.
have some
Their
issues.
their relationship issues have boiled up, and now
Well, he's
the
always
husband is out
his
working on
Ferrari.
Neil Breen's Ferrari. Yeah, and the woman comes in and fucking shoots this guy.
What does she say? Like, you love
He
your
wants
car
to-
more than you love
She
me.
wants to shoot the car,
But she misses.
but she misses.
Yes, she misses.
Oops.
This is why you just don't start randomly shooting in your garage. But let's take a look at the footage.
I'm gonna shoot this damn car out full of holes.
Jim! Amy!
He's a concerned citizen.
Very concerned.
What do we think? Do we believe?
Oh, fuck no.
Well, and then
He
the whole
wouldn't commit suicide.
interactions after
I think
that,
the-
like her trying to hold back the daughter, and then him cradling the thing.
You don't want to
and
see
just
this.
wiping the blood
My
all over
favorite is
himself.
him holding. Yes.
What? Why are the neighbors in the film?
I don't know.
That's a great question.
It's so he can. It's so the daughter can.
So he can ogle the daughter.
Right.
Yeah.
Is he trying to say like the corruption of the banks and all of this?
To the relationships.
This is really busy.
It trickles down and like poisons the family dynamic to where, you know, everyone's so stressed out and overworked and objectified or whatever that they start not liking each other and taking pills and all this kind of shit.
That could
And
be,
that's affecting his relationship too, you're saying? Like it's not just
I don't know.
the banking, it's everything.
Everything is like, yeah, that's all coming down and destroying the people underneath it. I don't know.
Well,
I mean, look at the world right now, right? Like it's destroying people's relationships and families and all sorts of shit. So
what does the accident at the beginning have to do with anything?
That's the entity. Like there's the feet that disappear and show up, and like there's something that's trying to get that cube because that cube gives him his power and stuff.
Right, it goes into his office at nighttime.
The
and opens the
lady,
drawers.
the lady gets out of the Rolls Royce and tries to take the cube, but the fart ghost stops her.
What powers does he have?
He can wake. I don't know. It wakes him out of the coma.
He can hack the internet, Chris.
And he can phase shift. Like he phase shifts into the trailer.
He does.
Oh, that's true. He does
right.
do that. I
To
forgot
save
about
the
that.
girl.
He lives in the mirror.
But that's really the only time that he does that.
Yeah.
It is. He looks.
But this
at
is
the
leading up
mirror
to his
and
other
then
films
he's
where he
still in
gains
there.
more powers.
Wait, what?
So is this a prequel to the Cade Tortured Crossing trilogy?
Could be.
Who knows?
Is he actually
so
an
much.
alien?
Is the guy in the hoodie and the dark stuff like Cade's brother?
No, Cade is the brother, isn't he?
Cade is the bad guy. So is the guy in this one?
What's the
guy in
name of
Wait.
the other one?
Spiv, you know this. Spiv, is Cade the brother or is Cade?
Cade is the evil guy. I thought.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, Cade is the brother. Okay.
It's
What's the name of the other
the
one? Other twin? Cade and
Oh my freaking god!
it starts with a K, doesn't it?
It's a K. Yeah. It's
What is that movie called? Cade.
Cade.
the torture.
The tortured-
Cade and
And
the
also,
tortured-
Twisted Pair is the
Right.
first one in the trilogy.
Yeah, he plays Cade Altier.
That's it. He doesn't list them all.
He doesn't list the other characters.
Fucking asshole.
the other
Fucking
character.
guy. This fucking guy.
Oh god, I love the IMDb summary of that. An identical AI twin brother restores an old mysterious mental asylum.
Wait, maybe he's just playing Cade twice.
Maybe.
Maybe he is.
I think
correct.
actually, yeah, that's it. It's Cade with a C and Cade with a K.
Identical AI
I
twin.
thought he had a
brothers?
different name.
Okay, so the neighbor gets shot. She says it was a suicide. Let's see how Neil Breen reacts.
I can't believe you committed suicide. I cannot believe you committed suicide. How could you have done this? How could you have committed suicide?
How?
It's
Good-
almost
it's-
completely unbelievable that you committed suicide. And I think she
How
actually
could
murdered
you have done this?
Right.
Every meeting with this guy would be so annoying.
But
So-
fortunately,
Why
now
did you
his-
put the
his
doorway
wife
there?
kills herself.
Why did you put the doorway there?
The doorway's there. Why did you put it there?
He wouldn't say it. He would say the doorway every time.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Steve. So
Where is the janitor closet?
So
Where
he's
is the
deal-
janitor closet? Sorry.
he's dealing with his own relationship problems. His old flame from when he was an 8-year-old comes back into his life, but also
Does she?
his
I'm so
his
confused.
wife or partner. She's addicted to pills. They're on the rocks.
We've gone through the good times and the bad times together. I've given it my all. I've gone out of my way to make you happy.
You know, I've never intended it to turn out this way. I tried to get off the pills. I just can't do it.
I tried to get off the pills.
It's like
pills, they do not.
It's like that scene in Marriage Story that you saw on YouTube all the time, where like this is the most, give this guy awards, where it's like real drama, real life. Like that's what I think he thinks it is.
But they're sitting on like plushy leather sofas that crinkle, and they're like their body language doesn't match the energy they're giving.
Doesn't match anything.
It doesn't match
I've given
anything.
it
It's
everything.
so bizarre.
We've been through this before.
Right.
I want to meet like one of Neil Breen's lovers, like past lovers.
Oh,
Good lord.
We should have Neil Breen on the show.
Neil Breen is not going to come on the show.
He would absolutely come on.
No, Neil Breen can get on much better shows than
I don't know
ours.
if he does interviews.
I doubt it.
So we've learned a lot of things.
Have we?
Well,
we still haven't seen Neil Breen's butt. Where's that clip, Chris?
We've seen his butt plenty of times.
I did not have the butt clips, Viv. Think of the children, okay? You can't share that to
It's
kids.
a family show.
It's a family show. In between all this, while he's writing, he's also a hacker. He's an elite hacker. He's like Jeff K. Remember Jeff K, Spiv? No one else is going to remember that.
Nice. That goes way back. Yeah.
I know. And after he reunites with his girlfriend from the past, and they are together. She gets kidnapped, and he has to rescue her.
Mm-hmm. Worst kidnapper ever.
And then that upsets the smoke monster, which then fiddles with like paintings in his room and shit, I guess.
And a desk drawer. He looks with his
Is
pens.
that the smoke monster, or is it something else?
That's the entity that's trying to stop him.
Yeah, not the smoke monster.
And then he wakes up and goes to the desert, and there's a giant book on a table. And it disappears.
That's the book at the begining in the storage place that they sprinkle like crack on or whatever.
Yeah, they definitely do. I know what you're talking about. I don't have that.
It's powdered sugar. It's powdered sugar. It's delicious.
When you're watching the movie, though, at some level, you just kind of shut off and you're like, yeah, this is what he's doing. This makes sense. Like, this is what he's doing. Sense. Like, he's going to be up here talking about how he's a hacker. Like, I get that.
Yeah. I've been hacking into government and corporate systems all over the country. All over the world. I have discovered more information than any hacker ever has. Ever.
Do you think he knows anything about computers at all?
No.
He knows he doesn't know how to plug them in.
He has 6 Sony Vios.
AJ had a Sony Vio.
AJ is Breen.
So there's no real climax or conclusion to the whole smoke monster fantasy element, magic element of the film. It's more or less just the hacking stuff, exposing the government and corporations of their crimes, this is probably my favorite scene in the film.
Money, payoffs, and greed were always the priority of my company. Like many companies. I'm afraid of going to prison. They now know my crimes. I am resigning today.
As president of the bank.
I know my crimes.
Can you imagine if that was Jeff Bezos going up there saying that? Like,
oh my god!
It is very convenient that all the corrupt people are too afraid to go to prison. They just kill
They
themselves.
actually feel guilt and remorse for the
happen.
things they've done.
Yeah.
Nah, that doesn't happen in real life.
Nah.
and then. Dude, this. Do you think this is one of the most like incomprehensible Neil Breen films?
I think in a lot of ways it's simpler, but because there's not much overarching storyline. It's like I do hacking. It has no effect or any real consequence of anything in the first hour and 20 minutes in the film, except for the last 20 minutes is when that part is relevant.
Well, yeah, and then they go back and forth because he's going to the psychoanalyst that's in the boardroom that keeps trying to push more medicine on him.
Right.
And then the wife keeps calling that guy and is like, give him more medicine.
She needs his pills.
And she's high on the pills when she's talking to him, and he keeps asking about his research. So it's like he's in on it, like trying to
He's
get
corporate
something.
controlling.
He's corporate controlling, trying to medicate him
Right.
to
Big pharma.
keep him from realizing his true power.
Exactly.
And what is his true power?
To be an elite hacksaw.
Corruption.
I think I like the theory that the accident and everything in this is just like either.
It's like, what's that Tom Cruise movie?
Oh yeah, Vanilla Sky.
Yeah,
it's like
Vanilla
that,
Sky.
where it's just like all in his head. And at the end, it would have him being laying in the hospital bed wearing that stuff, and then being like, he's not gonna make it, and then it just goes, bing, and they turn it off.
Oh no! Then they
laptop.
pan down, and he's holding the fucking stone still.
That would be good.
Oh wow!
Dude,
And
that
then it
would
pans out, and he's actually just a kid who like ate the mushroom and died on the floor.
And then it pans out, and it's just his ass in the shower, and you're like, yes. And then it pans out, and it's just Bob Newhart or whatever.
He's panning in a different
He wakes up.
Bob Newhart.
Isn't that the Bob Newhart? Isn't that
The Bob
end?
Newhart show. Yeah, because it
yeah.
woke up and it was like the other show.
Yeah.
Dallas.
All right. That was Fateful
shit.
Findings. I don't know what else I have to say about this film.
Yeah, there's so
Covered all
much.
those good parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing else.
I'm sad that we only have one more Breen to watch.
I don't know what the
There's
point
more
of
coming,
the neighbor's daughter seducing him. That never went anywhere.
Oh, because he's obviously an attractive guy, Chris.
He's not corrupt.
Is that all that is? Okay.
Or
Yeah.
he just really liked American Beauty or something. I don't know.
Yeah. He's playing his best Kevin Spacey.
Mhm.
Where would you rank this amongst the other Breen films? It's hard to say at this point. But.
In the middle. It's better than the tuna can one.
Dude, I don't know. The tuna can one is at least more focused.
Yeah, but it was long and boring.
That's just the desert element, which I think you guys would like. You love all those stupid fucking
Them
post-apocalyptic.
screaming, running through the desert.
I like that this one does try to do something different because it is more of like a drama relationship film for the majority of it. It's something different than his other stuff. All of his movies have the element of like relationship problems and drug abuse and
Corporate
other
corruption.
stuff, but this one is really focused on a lot of that.
He also, like, only in like the last 15 minutes, well, like somewhere near the end of the movie for about 15 minutes, it went like more on a horror vibe
Yeah.
where the music switched up and the visuals did a bit. So I don't know.
He was experimenting.
Yep. And when Neil Breen experiments,
Yeah, because he goes
We
to
all
the
win.
desert and confronts the three shadowy figures, and he's like, "Are we safe? Are we safe? From what? From what, Neil?
From the
I need to know
spirit thing.
what's after us."
The ghost farts. Fart ghost. I don't know.
I just wanna for a second understand what he thinks this all
I know.
means.
I would love to like get in his brain and view the world
His
through
Neil
his.
Breen
Right.
brain.
That'd be scary.
All right,
Well, they
Aaron,
make
would you-
like those like dementia goggle things that are supposed to simulate what it's like to have dementia. Can they do
You want
something
some
like that
Breen
for
goggles?
Breen goggles? Breenovision?
Vision.
Breeno Vision.
I lifted a lot of lines out of this movie for that spoof short that I did.
Forgot about that.
Oh, that was
good.
fantastic.
Do you think if we input all of the transcripts from the films into ChatGPT and told us to understand the mind of Neil Breen, it would be able to do that?
It might be. Do your best to analyze these films and their meaning, and it'd be interesting to see what it says.
Yeah. Well, we'll do that another time. 'Cause right now,
I saw recently that Grok has become obsessed with like South African issues.
well, that's
And like people are
asking
like asking it for like Major League Baseball stats, and it's like, and by the way, like farmers are being murdered, but it's not racism,
Isn't Grok-
it's just violence.
Isn't Grok Twitter?
Well,
Yeah.
yes. But
Oh,
hear
it's
me
Elon
out.
Musk then.
Maybe we can get Grok to
Yeah.
be like all about Breen.
Dude.
There needs
Grok,
to be a
what's
Breen
the weather
AI.
like today? And it'll be like, well, in Breen's world, it is corrupt. And the AI overlords and the banking system. Like, if we could get it to answer everything about Breen,
Dude, that'd be awesome.
we gotta start.
That's a great idea.
Get on
Aaron.
that, people. Start asking it stuff about Breen movies. Get it obsessed with the Breen. And that's how Skynet was born.
All right, Aaron, would you recommend Fateful
Yeah, I mean,
Findings?
if you watch Breen, you have to watch this. It fits in with the other ones. It's definitely a little bit different. I like that aspect. I don't think it's my favorite one, but I didn't hate it. I think I'm just immune to the stupidity and I don't know, maybe not stupidity, but just the randomness and the incoherentness of these films.
Lindsay.
Yeah, if you're watching Breen, you gotta watch this one because this one's like we said before, it's a bit different than the other ones because it's not all about like weird corruption stuff. That's not like the main thing going on, at least not for a while.
Buttholes.
It's about buttholes
and mushrooms
and no bras.
Not a single bra.
Yeah, I'm gonna recommend it too. It's definitely a different pew in the same church of Neil Breen.
I thought you were going to say different poo in the same toilet bowl, but yeah, different pew. That's great.
Spiv.
Yeah, I'll recommend this one. It's a Breen. You know what you're getting.
It really Breens it home, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
He's a beautiful mind. Dude, no, like he makes movies that no one else can make. That's great.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's unique.
This was middling. I do agree. There was great moments, but overall, it just wasn't cohesive enough, even for Breen.
I think if you recut it, it might be better.
No,
might be better.
There's one scene where he's talking to the psychoanalyst, and then we cut to another scene with the psychoanalyst, and he's just in a different color suit.
Why do we cut to the same scene like that? It's not like it's just a from camera angle.
Yeah,
it's
how
like
much time passed in this movie?
There's
a week?
No idea.
There's a scene.
That's a great question.
His wife comes into his office and she's mad and she pushes a book into him.
Yeah.
But that scene, for a moment, I was like, this is like the way he reacted felt real. And I was like, this is this is like a real movie for like 2 seconds. Like I got a flash of like that was like an actual
genuine
I think she
moment.
pushed the book
Reaction,
harder than he expected
Exactly.
to because it like hit him in the
only weighs, like,
stomach
80
and I think he
pounds.
was like, oh shit.
I know. And that's where I was like, this feels real. Like and everything else feels
Never mind.
weirdly. Yeah.
That's for making me do the shower scene.
All right, let's do we want to play Aaron's video or do you want to do the Neil Breen posters? Let's do the posters first because Aaron's video I think will be
related. Yeah, go for it.
pretty good. All right, here we go. AI posters. Neil Breen in The Matrix re-uploaded.
The Breentrix.
Oh my god. So many laptops.
Neil Breen in Indiana Bones, Raiders of the Lost Hard Drive.
What?
I don't know. It's all ChatGPT.
What was your prompt?
Neil Breen,
Breenception.
Inception. That's
That's
he looks
actually
so
pretty good
weird.
cover.
Inception,
Yeah.
Inception.
The Breen side of the moon. A Neil Pink Floyd-esque cover.
Man. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Dracula.
He leaks.
I want to see that one. That's awesome.
Oh my god.
The Truman Breen.
I was thinking of that today, like how cool it would be to have like a Breen version of the Truman Show.
Well, they made 2 versions
Yeah.
for that for some reason.
Unwillingly.
On the air unwillingly.
Breen Stellar.
Breen Stellar.
Stellar.
Oh, Breener Stellar, not Breenter
Stellar.
Breenter Stellar.
Breenter Stellar.
The Dark Green Rises.
Nice.
Breen Manji.
What the
Breen
I
Manji.
don't know. I think that was it.
Oh man.
Holy shit.
So that's
Which
what,
one of those do you want to watch? Which one would you want to watch the most out of all those?
I want to watch Breen Manji, where you play a game and you get sucked into the Breen universe.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's
God.
pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at Aaron's
Yeah.
AI thing. Is there anything we need to know before we play the video?
It has sound.
I am so sorry for pushing you away.
Are you having an affair? That's it, isn't it? You are having an affair, aren't you?
No, I'm not having an affair.
That end was great. No, I'm not
having it.
Yeah, you
What was
gotta.
it called again? What was the cover?
When you make a video, you gotta make it in 1080p, dude. I don't know what resolution you were using.
It was 720p, I think.
Oh,
it's called The Breensy Age, a timeless love story.
Oh my
when
god!
When I edit this, I'll put in the aspect right, so everyone can see it. That was great, Aaron. I really appreciate that. All right, let's move on here. Aaron, would you we already did the recommendation. We already did. Let's just move on.
This isn't a Breen film. We don't have to keep repeating ourselves.
All right. Sorry. Here we go.
Game time, baby.
Your theories are the worst kind of compliment, right? Your methods are sloppy and your conclusions are highly implicit.
Ooh.
Crystals.
My crystals.
Oh gosh, what's going on? Rebecca, can you hear us?
Yep. Sorry.
Okay.
Our internet has been terrible today. All right, so we're going to talk about crystals since they were to Neil Breen getting his powers. The oldest known crystal is found on what continent?
Australia.
New Zealand.
Africa.
It is on Australia.
Australia.
4.4 billion years old.
Holy shit.
It's old as Spiv's mom.
Just the Earth.
How many tons does the largest crystal in the world weigh?
10 tons.
42 tons.
32 tons.
46,000.
It is tons. So there you can get an idea of just how big.
Also Spiv's mom.
It's funny because she's tiny.
Sorry. It's so stupid.
Oh, God.
In 1885, what kind of 10-pound crystal was found as workers constructed the subway in New York City? Was it a citrine, garnet, aquamarine, or amethyst?
Garnet.
Garnet.
Amethyst.
Amethyst.
It was a garnet. And there it is.
Whoa, that's cool.
Damn, that's huge.
That's a big garnet.
That's a big old garnet.
Guys, man, that's so fucking weird. Every little big garnet. Like, what the? Okay.
What color diamond recently sold for a record 46 million?
Jesus.
Was it clear, chocolate, pink, or yellow?
Caramel.
Chocolate.
I mean, wouldn't clear be the only one that's worth anything?
I think it was a pink one, actually.
I'm going clear.
It was pink.
Pink.
Ooh.
Yeah. The average American eats how many pounds of sugar per year?
Way too many.
Oh boy, I work
20.
Crystal too.
50.
173
pounds. 700.
130 pounds
Holy
of sugar.
shit.
Yeah.
That's a lot of sugar.
Why are we so fat as a nation?
They're
I know
right
I'm
there.
fat, but I don't know. Wow.
Dude, that's like a quarter of a pound every fucking
That's like
day.
me eating Spiv every year in sugar.
I've gained a few pounds since I started at Turkey Hill, man.
Oh. That's how much sugar we put in one drink.
Pretty much.
Which of the following crystals is most commonly associated with healing and spiritual energy? Is it amethyst, pyrite, hematite, or malachite?
Hematite.
Malachite.
Pyrite.
Hematite.
It is amethyst.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's real nice crystal.
Which of these crystals is commonly known for its grounding and protective properties?
None of them, that's bullshit.
Black tourmaline, aquamarine, fluorite, or peridot?
Dude, this is
Black
easy.
tourmaline.
Aquamarine. I've heard of
Black
this before.
tourmaline.
It is black tourmaline, which
Just like
Hey,
you guys said.
that's what he had.
That's it. That's the cube.
That's the stone.
Oh shit!
Isn't it
He
corrupt?
was using it for its protective properties.
All right. Well,
Black tourmaline. Okay.
What crystal is often used to attract prosperity?
Billy.
Jade, sapphire, ruby, or topaz?
Hello.
Jade.
sapphire.
Jade.
Topaz.
It is jade.
Ooh, jade. That's cool.
The color of money.
I know nothing about rocks. Are these rocks or gems? What's the difference?
They're crystals,
They're
Chris.
crystals.
For fuck's sake.
That was the name of the quiz.
Was it? I think I missed that.
Chris, how many crystals do you need to get to the moon?
A New
Jesus Christ,
Zealand's
man.
worth.
I don't know. All right.
Are these cookies? Or are they like brownies?
Yeah, is this the crystal next door? Or is there crystals
shit.
down?
How many houses down is that crystal? All right, let's just move on. We're getting there. Let's move on. Here we go. Let's do emails.
I suggest we read some listener feedback, sir.
Make it so, number one.
Emails. You tiny little emails. You precious little emails. Where are you?
Last week we checked out Exorcist Vengeance.
Oh, that's right.
Robert
2 weeks.
Bronzy.
We were here
It was
last
2
week.
weeks ago for $27,000. Jinx says, Chris, sit down and talk. Say it isn't so.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't remember what that's referencing.
What did I do? Am I in trouble? Is that a bad thing?
I don't know the context at all.
Yeah.
I don't remember. This is the problem.
This is
I
2
don't
weeks.
remember.
Sammy Kato, if I cancel and resub, will my membership cost less than €5.65 that it currently costs? Has dollar falling affected Patreon stuff in any way?
Good question.
Oh, shit.
2 things. 1, if you can't, just send me a thing. I'll make you a free Patreon. 2, who knows? We don't make any money on Patreon. But probably, I mean, everything's
tariffs.
I went to Giant and I spent $100 on what would normally be $60. So yeah, I guess things are getting more expensive.
Have you watched Caged Fury? That would be my suggestion for stupidity and fun.
Okay.
Caged Fury. It sounds
At least
familiar.
there should
Does that
be
have
things to talk about.
what's her face from The Exorcist in it?
Yeah, Linda Blair's in that.
Yeah,
I think
I
I
thought so.
have it somewhere on that shelf.
Yeah.
Sounds like a kick punch movie.
No, it's a woman in prison movie.
Uh-huh.
No.
What?
Does she
That's
kick
your
punch her way
favorite
out?
genre?
No.
Edit, I ask about Patreon only because there will be 30% cut to my benefits, and I'm not sure I will afford my rent anymore.
That's what I'm saying. All right.
Sammy Kato, if
just message me and I will.
Yeah.
I will hook you up.
priorities,
We'll make
you
it
know,
work.
Yeah.
You can live in the car and still.
We'll
fund
add
Bad Movie
Caged
Night.
Fury to the. Oh, Caged Fury. We already added it to the wheel.
It's on the bill. Okay,
Okay.
And
there we
if you're
go.
already on the Slack, then whatever. Just cancel your thing, and you'll still have
Yeah.
everything. All right. Or I'll do something.
All right. Jinx again. Maybe.
Well, if someone
combing-
reminds me,
Oh,
and
Yeah.
don't forget. Jinx, maybe combing through Jeffrey Combs movies.
dude, that's a
Hey,
great
yeah.
idea. That is a
What
really
was that
good
one we
idea.
watched way early in the show that was really good?
Necronomicon.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Book of
that
the
was-
Dead.
Dude, Jeffrey Combs
gets
has a
sucked
lot of
into
bad
it.
movies.
He has
too.
a lot of
does.
stuff.
Probably more recently. Like,
Yeah.
there's definitely some bad shit to check
Let's
out.
watch it. I'm totally down for that.
I would definitely do that.
Apathy Box. Been a long time since we've had a Rutger Hauer Power Hour. It has.
We're running out of Power Hour movies. That's
Would
the
be good
problem,
for a
right?
whole month. Jeffrey Combs is also a solid pick.
All right. Well, give us some 4 or 5 movies of each, and we'll consider.
We will consider the Rutger Hauer.
We can do a comb overview and then Power Hour Vember. I don't know. We'll do something.
Hauergust.
Howard. Jesus Christ.
I would watch either one of those guys.
Maybe they're in something together.
There is a movie that AJ wanted to do for a while that had Tom Hardy in it that we watched when we were in high school. about a Minotaur, and I think
Hardy?
Rutger Hauer's in that as well.
Really?
Hardy as a Minotaur?
I think that's
Good work.
I think that's a thing. Maybe he's not in it. I don't know. But yeah, one of those would be good. We can do one of those later this year.
David Black having the church bail out a priest who committed a crime was certainly realistic.
True.
Very true.
I loved Lindsay's joke about him changing into his killing collar. Let's see. We got, I think, some tagline suggestions, maybe.
Okay.
Or, well, the alternate title, Exercise Vengeance.
Not bad.
The collar will make you holler.
That's pretty good.
Exercise me from Bronzetober, please. It was Bronze Roll. Thank you, Deva.
Bronze Roll.
That does it for our listener feedback on Exorcist Vengeance. If you want to leave feedback on Fateful Findings, tell us your favorite Neil Breen movie and why, and what you would ask him if you met him.
Mm-hmm.
You have to leave it on our YouTube channel.
You think Neil Breen and Robert Bronzi in a movie would be good?
No.
I don't know if he can talk. I don't know if he can deliver dialogue the way that Neil Breen wants him to.
Yeah, I don't think he can.
I'm here for $27,000.
Stop
I'm
it.
here. For $27,000 is here.
Screamers.
I think, okay, we got the wheel up. I think if we land on chips, we just spin again until we get a Patreon. Okay?
You can take the chips off.
No, I don't manage the wheel, actually. Sean manages the wheel now.
Okay.
He does a much better job. He's good at it.
Yeah, Sean actually keeps things like...
Yeah,
He runs a tight ship, let me tell you what, guys. All right, here we go.
We should double his pay.
Oh, shit, Aaron, you might have fucking got one. You fucking what? You dirty son of a bee. You dirty son of a bee.
I
Not
love
like
this movie.
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
Oh, yeah.
Screamers.
Oh, Screamers.
Can I come with you?
Can I come with you?
Dude, I've watched this movie
So
like
good.
twice so far this fucking year already.
Have
Let's
you?
go.
I haven't watched it this year.
Yeah, I definitely watched it at least
I
once.
usually watch it once a year.
I love this movie.
It's fucking
Screamers
great.
from 1995. Let me pull up the trailer. If you haven't seen this movie already, then you are in for quite the surprise because this is like a real movie.
I have not.
I don't think I've watched this
All
since like a few years after it came out.
Cool.
It's been a while.
Then this will be fun. All right, I found the trailer. Screamers from 1995. Let's check out the trailer.
What the?
Screamers now on Blu-ray. Triumph Films presents Peter Weller from The Novelist, who brought you Blade Runner
Oh, it's a Philip K. Dick.
and Total Recall.
And Total Recall.
Earth Colony, Series
shit.
6B.
A world overlooked and long forgotten by those who settled it. For Commander Joseph A. Hendricks,
Oh, yeah.
worse than hell. It is home.
What are they?
All right. I'm
Yeah, that's
stopping
too much.
This is
this.
enough. This is enough.
This is enough. Screamers.
Oh man.
Dude, this is a classic. I don't know where you can watch it.
Uh-oh.
Probably everywhere.
It says it's available on Amazon Prime. I just don't know if it's free. It might be. I don't have Amazon Prime anymore.
Yeah, me neither.
I want to get rid of it.
Yeah, I have an
It's on
Amazon.
Pluto.
I have an Amazon store credit card which I use, but they don't give me free Amazon Prime with that. That's ridiculous.
Okay, so you can watch it on Pluto TV, the Roku channel for free, or Prime Video. It's included with Prime.
It's also.
Or you can rent it on Prime for $3.59.
That's accurate. I don't remember telling him that, but I definitely probably did. To leave the fingernails on. So yeah, sorry, Sean. All right, so it's out there. You can find it. This is a good one. If you usually listen to the show but don't watch the films, this is a good time. So I recommend checking it out ahead of time. Guys, that's what we're doing next week. Screamers. This was a Patreon pick, so I don't know whose Patreon pick it was. I can find that out because Sean also provides that. It was Dava Black's.
Dava.
You can be on the
Dava.
Patreon wheel by going to patreon.com/badmovienightshow and signing up for $2 a month. You get access to the wheel. You get access to the Slack as well as all the back episodes and the pre-show when we do it. We just didn't get to do it today because of a late start. But all that again, patreon.com/badmovienightshow. Guys, next week, be here. We will be watching Screamers from 1995, and we look forward to talking about it then. So have a good night, and we will catch you here next time, guys. Goodbye.
listening to the Bad Movie Night Podcast.